is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day I may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Next to me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me from me thing up.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
You can't see the star to the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold for the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone cock us bag a thing now. Next to me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Me just a do it like Nike.
The Wednesday, October 18th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty in your company right up until 6 p.m. on this Hump Day edition. And boy, I tell you, we've been swinging on this mic, Mr. Producer. How I've been doing calisthenics again, eh? My God, how would you be then do, boy? This mic just beats us straight up. Yeah, but it's Wednesday. You know we're going to open up the lines for you. All right, you know how to chime in. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259 in New Providence. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969. BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day. Right here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Now, I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to go through the motions like we do. All right? And you know how to chime in. But let's start off with the headliners. Who are what's making headlines in the 242? All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. New arrivals in stock right now, both locations. Check them out, top of the hill, Mackey Street, the flagship store, or the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Both locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out online, finethreads.com. Do your shopping online, then arrange for pickup at any one of those convenient Fine Thread locations. All right, here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views that Matter since 1844. Outen and Grant I nominations. PLP F&M expected to announce by-election candidates within days. Two leading figures in the Grand Bahama community have joined the group of aspirants who have formally expressed interest in securing nominations for the West Grand Bahama and Bimini by-election. Businessman Caleb Outen of the Progressive Liberal Party and Bishop Ricardo Grant, who is expected to be named as early as this week as the Free National Movement's candidate, are in the race. Outen, a former PLP senator and community activist, spoke with the Nassau Guardian ahead of his official application to the PLP yesterday. He was quoted as saying, "I've just consistently over the..." And let me get to the dreaded turn. Let me go from page 1 to page 3, because you know I don't like to misquote people. Over the past few days, been getting tremendous cause, pressure, support to jump in. And if I decide to do, it's because of me being a community activist and a community-minded person all of my life. It just comes natural to me, he said. Other known PLP aspirants are former Cabinet Minister Shane Gibson, who has proven a controversial figure in declaring he is the people's choice, and Chief Passport Officer Kingsley Smith, who says he has a heart for the people. Yesterday, Outen said he was interested in taking West Grand Bahama and Bimini to another level. Since the 2021 general election, the seat has been held by Obie Wilstrom, the late Obie Wilstrom, who died in Grand Bahama on September 25th. Wilstrom also represented the constituency between 2002 and 2017. Boy, I tell you, it thickens. All the tribes, you see that, Mr. Producer? All the tribes throwing up they flags. Man, listen here. Play that one up for me, man. Tribal war. I can get it for you. Don't worry. We can play some music today. Pearly on tomorrow, but boy, Friday I got a couple lineup for you too, All the 52 of them could be spanking the table. I can come, what? You can make sure you get that. Yeah, man. See ya? And see, I can play the classic for you. I ain't gonna play no... I ain't gonna play the... I can send, Mr. Producer, I can send you out two. I can send you the original one. All right? By George Nooks. All right? So y'all can learn a little something about music today. George Nooks, reggae legend right there. And I can send you the one that probably everybody knows by Gargamel, a.k.a. Buju Banton. So you have them lined up, Mr. Producer. You can play. Let me know when you get them. You play them. Because that's what coming out this PLP for West End and Bimini. Tribal War. And you still got Mr. Mitchell popping off with his voice notes. This your classic. This your original by George Nooks.
Tribal war. We know what no more I die.
Too much tribal war in the PLP from that time, though. From now, how bad they do Michelle Pin in last election to now. Mr. Mitchell definitely firing shots, and Mr. Christie, like, sit small, your time done. Don't talk for nobody. You hold your corner. Sometimes you gotta wonder if Mr. Mitchell is the de facto real leader of the PLP. Maybe that's what it is in his mind, for sure. And you got the Gibson tribe, you got the Oughton tribe, you got the Smith tribe. Boy, you got all kind of tribes. PLP, what's going on? Line up that Gargamel for me, though. Because people done text me, play the Buju now. All right, y'all calm down, man. That's why I don't like do music. Because y'all just run right out. Y'all think this dance hall. Y'all think, hey, no... Now, this the one you all know. Gargamel. Tell them. And I want to let you know something, politicians out there. Bring it down a little bit, Mr. Bruce. F&M, PLP, COI, yes. Independence is 2023. Voters ain't on your run. They ain't into your tribal war. They want you to get it right and put the best candidate forward. They ain't into your ism and schism. All right, just letting you know. That's what the streets say. That's what the chat groups say. That's what everybody say. Run it, Gargamel.
We have done it already and we won't do it again. Just to hurt your own brother and your life was spent in the wheels of evil. Put an end to the trend. What is done cannot be undone. Amen, amen. Blood and road, man and dying, starving children. But Buddha say where it all start. When we link in, some a ball, some a Allah. Famine a kill them because of tribal war. Soon as see the pity them. Go round and pressure the can't.
Boy, and I looking right at the text lines already. Naughty, great show as usual, and I don't mean to stir the pot, but Shane can't stay there and let Fred say he's suffering from war stress. Shane must respond. Trust me, you already know. Shane's somewhere writing that response right now. Now, you know one thing about Shane, he don't have a problem responding. Wow, Naughty, it's so sad. Looks like the PLP hasn't learned from the F&M in-house fighting. No, man, I'm telling you. They all got in-house fighting and they need to stop that because people ain't on that run. People not on that run. I tell you, slowly but surely, the conch is trying to take the hammer back and start beating. The conch is tired of getting beaten. I'm telling you all, time for the conch to rise up. What else we got in the headlines? Brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. SANS, women dying due to lack of safe abortions. Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sand said yesterday the party believes the issue of abortion in the Bahamas must be revisited. The Free National Movement's position is that it's time for us to revisit this issue, acknowledging that women ought to have the right to determine what happens to their own bodies. Sand said in an interview with the Nassau Guardian, "We believe in as an organization that basic human right ought to be protected. That a woman or a child who is raped or whose life or health is in jeopardy by a pregnancy cannot access health or life-saving intervention is a concept that ought not to exist in 2023. That topic could be a hot one, I could tell you, especially on the heels of certain stuff we've seen in the dailies. The plot thickens with that. And if that's the conversation we're going to have, we need to have it and we need to get it right. Listen, last time I heard, it was the woman's body, and it should be her choice. Now, if you would like to ask me my opinion as your significant other, husband, spouse, significant other, mate, whatever you want to call yourself in 2023, to be politically correct, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's a woman's body. She should have a right to decide, what course of action needs to be taken, especially if her life is at risk. And should be allowed access to all avenues. Pintard blames government for country still being on the EU blacklist. Now, you can say what you want about Mr. Pintard, but he's been slamming them in the house and a lot of stuff that he brings up, but we can't get a straight answer for lack of a Freedom of Information Act, which was promised, for lack of a Procurement Act, which was not being enforced and used. This was coming. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, this was coming. And heavy is the head that weareth the crown. And this administration, this PLP administration, is the administration of the day. Y'all need to deal with this. What kind of black hole y'all trying to leave us in? And yeah, I said leave us in because, boy, the way y'all going right now and the way that people's talking, y'all one and done. Y'all got one and done written all over y'all. Not to mention all the infighting. What? We need to get this right. Okay? We remain on the EU's non-cooperative jurisdiction list. Decision based on a recommendation of OECD's Forum on Harmful Tax Practices meeting in April of 2023. The AG is confident country will be removed once it has undergone a review. Well, you heard this before, though. And then you go quiet, Mr. AG, like you've done on so many other things. What's going on? And we've failed to get off the list. We were on it before. This administration said it. Hey, we can work it out. Everything will be cool. And we're still on the list. More talks, more misspeaking from this administration if we keep it at full 100. And I don't care what past administration, PLP, having them drop the ball. Y'all ain't on the clock right now. They're not on the clock right now. This new day government is on the clock. Speaking of which, Cornish to stand trial in Supreme Court. Kirk Cornish, the embattled member of Parliament for North Abaco, is one step closer to standing trial on charges of rape, assault, and threats of death. Cornish received a voluntary bill of indictment yesterday, which formally ended proceedings against him in the magistrate's court and committed him to stand trial in the Supreme Court. All right, we all know the details considered it, and here it is before the court, so I'm going to leave that as sub judice. I'm going to leave that right there. But, of course, y'all can chime in and let me know how y'all feel on them headlines. That's just the headline. That's just the front page. Naughty, I bet you Shane don't respond. He don't respond to people with small balcony. Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all. Naughty Shane is being held back by the leader and chairman. Both those two don't want Shane. He might have to run independent. Trust me, those two are wicked. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Who just texted. I appreciate it. Yeah, hey. You're sipping the same Kool-Aid on that. Something right there. Not a mention about any other person declaring. But obviously issue with Mr. Gibson. And when Mr. Mitchell takes his time out to hit you with one of them verbose voice notes dedicated to you, his knickers in a knot. The next thing to do is for him to jump behind the keyboard on our website is and just throw visceral. Because that's what most keyboard warriors do. But in public, different story. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. Anyway, let's get to the first break, Mr. Bruce. The flip side of the break. The phones will be open. Hit me up. Let me know what you buzzing on. We'll check out the buzz. All brought to you, of course, by John Shoes, the global woman. We're heating up the planet in 60 seconds or less. All brought to you, of course, by KFC NASA. And we'll get into my Dunkin' Donuts coffee break. So keep it right where you got it. The Wednesday, October 18th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this. Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's. Well, what the
Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place, is your place.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
On the Wednesday, October 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. Let's slide into the buzz right now. All brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. Phone lines are open, 323-6232 here in New Providence, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free, and anyone of the family islands, 242-300-5720. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. All right, and John reminds you that in addition to new arrivals every Monday and Tuesday for the ladies, wide selection for men, women, and children, casual, formal, and athletic. Your fast fashions, your workwear, along with all the accessories to match. Small home appliances and cookware. John's now has Chefware, the most respected global culinary brand. John's carries chef jackets, chef pants, aprons, and hats, all designed to keep culinary professionals cool and comfortable. John's is now carrying chef knife sets by Mercer Culinary Tools that make a better chef. Available at John's, Careware, Rosetta, and Carmichael. Both locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday. All right. Let me check the text lines. What you buzzing on? Let me know. I tell you. Naughty, trust me, the PLP will ditch Fred before they ditch Shane. Dun, 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 dun. Play the song again, Mr. Brewster. Tribal. Well, I'm only joking. Text me back and give me some insight. Seemed like you in the belly of the beast. Why do you think they will ditch Mr. Mitchell before they ditch Shane? No disrespect now. Wasn't Shane ditched the last election when he wasn't given a nomination for Golden Gates? I'm just saying. Now, you may say they may not do him like that again. That's fine. But give me some insight on that. Because there is tribalism going on. There is tribal war. And that's two of the big chiefs in the tribal war. There's a couple other big chiefs in there, too. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Yeah, what's going on? Ghetto News Network. What's happening? I keep getting a lot of text, GNN, saying that this is all part of a master plan by Mr. Gibson. Get this seat, get in, get the convention, and then challenge for leadership. No, I mean, you broke it down, but I mean, you know me, I just kind of do what I do, my due diligence. Not that I don't take your word for it, but you know, in my profession, I like to shake as many trees as I can. Rugs getting pulled. Rug pull up. So we know how to make friends and influence people like the old people say. Hey! And I have to get you on the golf course talking to you. The deal sealing over. That one go all over. Yeah, man. Lot of stroke, lot of pull. Lot of stroke, lot of pull. All right, Jen, be safe, my brother. Be blessed. Let me get to the text lines real quick. Next caller I see, coming to you right now. Naughty, don't believe that texter. Fred seems to have more power than Brave in the PLP. Sometimes I agree with you, Texas. Sometimes I see some decisions made and statements made by the chairman. Like I say, he is obviously the de facto leader. Or at least he thinks so. Naughty, that text is talking fuel. Honorable Mitchell calls the shots in the PLP. Mark my word. Naughty, tell that text to stop it. Talking fool. Mitchell calls the shots. All right, you texted it twice. All right. That ain't you texting me twice, eh, Fred? I ain't joking. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? All right, Bucket Mud, what's going on? Okay, so let's get right to the point. So I know who you got in the war. Let's get right to the point. Yeah, well, who's your horse? I mean, I guess your horse is Shane. I know. Right. Right. I listening. I listening, Sparky. Okay, Sparky, listen, I got you. And 2 days in a row I let you call. We know your horse in the race is Shane. But let me put it to you like this. And a texter just sent it through to ask the question again. Why is Mr. Gibson so eager to serve? Because the last two goes round, the allegations swirling that he served himself more than he served anybody else. So why is he so eager to serve this go round? You tight with him. You share. You partake of the brown bottle. Let me know. You in the inner circle. Let me know. You just come on the radio and say you ride with the horse. So that gives me the impersonation that your horse is in the race. It's Shane Gibson, which you admitted. So if you ride with your horse, then you obviously tight with the horse. So what the horse telling you, you get it from the mouth. Yeah. And yeah, sometimes like the anus used to be producing the same thing with the anus be producing when you talk. Now get to the point. Okay. My God, you've been going through your flow the last 6 minutes. Let's go. Let's get off that because I ain't a fan of that. Come on, Sparky, get to the point. What you got? Several. That is also true from what I'm hearing. All right. Tuesday through Sunday, doors open at 8 till 9. You can holler at your boy anytime. Tuesday through Sunday, I got you covered. I ain't telling you to get all brace right up and kapunkel right up. You're just kapunkel up. All right, but listen, I got a question for you. I got one question for you, though. Listen, Sparky. You told us to Sparky. I was there. I saw you good, though. But my question for you is this. You done come on this show and claimed your tightness with Brave, with the Prime Minister, Mr. Davis. You've also come on this station, on my show, and claimed your tightness with Mr. Gibson. Now, if the rumor that's swirling is Mr. Gibson wants this seat to get back in and make a run at leadership, which one of them horses is in your race for that PRP leadership if that happened? Which horse could it be? Brave or Shane? Well, you can't get in that. You got to step out of that if that clash ever come down. You got to come sit on radio with me and be an analyst like how they have in football. All right. Sparky, I got other calls, man. We got to go. What? That's a good one. You need to tell that when you come to Joker, Sparky. That's a good one. Mr. Producer, you hear that? Oh, dear Jesus. Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. Talking at 96.9 FM. Who's this? What am I trying to keep a straight face? You ain't got to rob me, man. Don't rob me, man. Please don't rob me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I got you. I don't like to get you upset. What you got for me today, man? You just called around me, though? That ain't fair, man. You got to make me feel better before you go. Now you done read me up. You got to say something good. Yeah, you trying to make sure the pipes stay clean and keep it all flowing. I got you. No, we know that he has pride estates, but outside of that, because ain't no road. And that's what I was trying to get to. See, that's what I was trying to get to now, so later on we don't have to deal with them and Sparky God. We already know what time it is. Let's cut right to the chase. Boom. I got you. I got another caller now, though, so let's get to them. Good to hear from you as always, though. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, man. I ain't take up 20, okay? That wasn't 20. No, it ain't far from it, but it ain't 20. I ain't gonna let you lie on me like that, though. The time I get on there, Sparky just be on his 6 brown bottles, so it's part of the routine of that afternoon bibbing. We brave do him, and when they ain't do him, he's get mad. Why you say that? Break it down. There you go. I wanted you to say it, caller, because, if I say it, then I being biased, you know what I mean? But, like, I heard something comical today that the COI was going to get 2,000 votes. I'm like, listen, there's only like 3,000 people in that constituency. I mean, really? Big man, I know. My wife from Grand Bahama. Guess what, man? That family love me. You think I don't appreciate some other horror stories, my brother? You're fickle when you're ready. Yep. Them people is mine. He know them long time. So do you think Mr. Grant has a legitimate shot, if he's the candidate ratified by the FNM, to actually capture this seat? Despite all what's swirling around and all the red flags popping up pre-election or pre-by-election? Bam. Yeah, one thing we know about Mr. Pinto, he can deliver a speech. He ain't got no problem, communicating, And as somebody, from someone who makes a living, you know what I mean? I give him his credit. Very articulate. All right, caller, I appreciate you. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We got a couple other calls. Let me get to them, but I appreciate you chiming in, man. Good stuff as always, man. Be safe. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hey, what's happening? When you said a bishop, you mean Bishop Ricardo Grant? Why you say that? And you in Grand Bahama. You in Grand Bahama. So you got your finger on the pulse. All right, Carla, we'll see how it plays out, man. Be sure to chime in and keep me posted during the by-election since you're down there, all right? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Afternoon. All right, now I appreciate your honesty, caller. Thank you so much. All right, so, okay, Texter, you just sent me something, but I don't know what this picture is. Funduski, send me something in depth. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Oh, the winner is in West End and Bimini. The person who can get the nomination, you say, is Samuel Ronaldo Brown. So what happened to Mr. Outten? And what happened to Mr. Smith? And what happened to Mr. Gibson? So that's a real dark horse, boy. Let's go to the phone line. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? How are ya? Okay. Okay. Okay, now please tell me, man, enlighten me. And then I need you to answer one question at the end, possibly for me, okay? But go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Uh-huh. So the constituency is saying that you guys, as a former general for Mr. Wilsham, you're saying that you want Shane Gibson as your representative. I'm trying to get that clear because I would really like to know if there's no issue in Grand Bahama and West End and Bimini, why is the chairman of your party got his knickers in his knot pertaining to this particular candidate or potential candidate? Well, that's the question I was waiting to ask you, so there you go. You want to repeat that? You want to repeat that? All right, but I want you to stay in touch with me all through the process as we get to the election. All right, Thomas. Oh, very, very much so, very much so. And I get some time. See, more flags going on, more tribal war. There we go. Be safe now. You too now. Let me get a couple of these texts in. Just run that bad and we get right to the news, Mr. Producer. Naughty, my thing is with all of these shots firing, as Mr. Gibson wins, will the two be able to work together? Boy, we'll have to see. Now, of course, shots were fired by the late Mr. Wilsham and Mr. Mitchell, and there were rumors coming out that they couldn't work together after Mr. Wilsham got in, because Mr. Mitchell's knickers was in his knots. All right, Gibson trying to get more shingles, Naughty. Naughty ain't like Obi did something significant for West End. Obi was loved by the people, and he comes around and hangs with them. He was held down by his political cronies to get things done in West End. West End is still in bad shape. Naughty, people sick of Sparky, man. Stop wasting airtime with Sparky. West End is a fishing village. Tell him send the grouper and some jacks. And in defense of Sparky, he ain't got no gal. If he had a gal, then he wouldn't be calling you all the time. That might be true. If is elected, the PRP can never talk about any scandals in the F&M ever again. There you go. Let's go to the break. In the 5 o'clock hour, we'll be talking sports. Great first hour, everybody. Keep it right where you got it. We'll be right back after this.
Tell them like it is.
Remember that. Bunch of our dancers now.
Tell them like it is.
Why can't we say peace and no bother with the war? Too much to the road, we can't take it, not at all. Politician, not showing dominion, setting up for my example.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Rude boys, be wise.
Pull out the fan war and strife. Oneness. Unity.
Tell them like it is.
blindfold, primitive things, and we have done it already and we won't do it again. Just to hurt your own branch of evil, put an end to the trend. What is done cannot be undone, amen, amen. Blood alone, mother dying, starving children. But Buddha say we all start when we link in. Some a ball, some a Allah, famine a kill them because a tribal war. Soon as see the PD demo.
Talking Heads with Marty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
Can't we say peace and no bother with the war? Too much to the road, we can't take it none at all. Politician, not showing dominion. Setting up for my example, people look up and influencing the youth with money and them weapon. What's so greedy and blind to the situation? On election, there comes politics, fiction, and my arrival. All I see is trying.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, October 18th edition of Talking Heads. 5:13 p.m. is the time. We're into the 5 o'clock hour. And let me tell you, man, you know, good first hour, everybody chiming in. Good stuff. And I got a little FYI for you. Because you know, I like to keep you in the know. Get you where you want to go. And KFC's got it for you, man. Definitely. All right? The only thing better than a KFC Deluxe Chicken Sandwich is a KFC Deluxe Chicken Sandwich and fries for only $7. All right? Head into your KFC and enjoy one today. And, of course, if you like the original recipe burger, then get the original recipe burger and fries for only $7. All right? You definitely want to check that out at your favorite KFC location. And don't forget the drive-thrus open late and frying for you, so no reason for you not to get your finger licking on. In addition to that, got to remind you, Dunkin' Donuts doing as well, Buckets of Hope. Every time you get a bucket, make a donation to Sister to Sister Breast Cancer. And Dunkin' Donuts is doing something very similar, and I applaud them for it, all month long. Buy a strawberry dragon fruit coconut refresher or a strawberry frosted donut, and part proceeds will be donated to the Sister Breast Cancer Support Group. And while you're there, try one of those pink frosted donuts with that Boston cream iced latte. They are off the chain and all G-O-O-D good. Waiting on you at your favorite Dunkin' location, downtown Bay Street, Paradise Island, Palmdale, Brennan Road with the drive-thru, East Street South with the drive-thru, Carmichael, the newest location, and out at the airport. Pre-clearance, post-clearance, and arrivals. So no reason for you not to be running on Dunkin'. A little FYI for you from Joker's Wild. Joker's is reopened. That's right. You know, September is our vacation month. Things get slow. We take the month off, but back at you for October and for the rest of the year into 2024, as always, as we celebrate 35 years of bringing you the funny. Great show over there, Tuesday through Sunday. Doors open 8:15. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Headliner Mike Head. Feature comedian Cedar the Comic and yours truly. Funny show from start to finish. And don't forget, it is 2 for 1 on all between the Carl and the Beach Tower over there at the beautiful Atlantis. All right, so come get your laugh on Tuesday through Sunday. Now we got all that out of the way. We got Pearly chimed in yet? Look for Pearly. He should be chiming in momentarily. You know how Pearly does it. So, while we wait on Pearly, he probably had the air fryer. You know how he's do it. I get into Today in Sports History, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And it's well worth the trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza. And don't forget, happy hour tonight at Naughty Johnny's, 5 to 7 p.m. Great highball specials, great food specials going on. All right? Yeah, that's a perfect way to unwind on this hump day on the way home. All right? Well worth the trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza. And on this day, October 18th, in sports history, 1870. Wow, a lot of stuff happened today. Look out for Pearly. He says he's zooming in now. Tell you he's by the air fryer, you know. He tell you. Anyhow, 1873, first rules for intercollegiate football were drawn up by and Princeton universities, which is now known as the Ivy League today. 1924, Red Grange, the Galloping Ghost of Illinois, scored 4 touchdowns in the first 12 minutes of a game against Michigan. He scored a 5th touchdown, intercepted a pass, and threw a touchdown pass in the second half. 1950, Connie Mack announced that he was going to retire after 50 seasons as the manager of the Philadelphia Athletics. 1956, NFL Commissioner Burt Bell disallowed the use of radio-equipped helmets by NFL quarterbacks. 1967, the American League granted permission for the A's to move to Oakland. Also, new franchises were awarded to Kansas City and Seattle. 1968, 2 black athletes, Tommy Smith and John Carlos, were suspended by the U.S. Olympic Committee for giving a black power salute during a ceremony in Mexico City. 1968 at the Summer Olympics in Mexico City, Bob Beamon set a record of 29 feet, 2.5 inches in the long jump. The record remained unbroken until August 30th, 1991, when Mike Powell jumped 29 feet, 4.5 inches. 1977, Reggie Jackson tied Babe Ruth's record for hitting 3 home runs series game. Jackson was only the second player to achieve this, and of course he did it against Bob Welch and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
You have to say, of course. You have to say, of course he did it. Just say he did it against the Dodgers.
I did that I just did that for you, Pearly.
I know, just to rile me up.
You would have done it for me if you were reading one where the Dodgers got over on the Yankees. You would have done it.
If I was, but I wasn't. So
on this day in 1981, if Fernando Valenzuela did it, you would have rubbed it in, okay?
Anyway, everything.
Silence is consent. Let me just finish this. 1997, Hanson sang the national anthem at the opening game of the World Series. Sports quote of the day: "The future, but it ain't what it used to be." Yogi Berra. There you go. Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Lord of course.
Listen.
Like with no other team, he could ever do it too.
Now, Pearly, I got to talk to you about something on the local scene, and we got to get to the bottom of this. Because apparently we're supposed to have Carifta come in relatively soon, correct?
That's not till next year, April.
Not till next year, April, but that's relatively soon, Pearly.
Yeah, if it's coming. Is it coming next year? I'm not certain, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Or apparently the Petty Gay Pool is under construction.
What happened now?
Under major construction. And all swim meets are being held at 25-meter pools, so it's going to be hard for kids to qualify for events if they're not in a 50-meter pool.
So they're fixing the pool. You mean not construction, under renovations?
I guess, but I mean, that's a relatively new facility, isn't it?
No, that was built under Ingram. And he was prime minister. That's more than 10, 15, maybe 20 years old.
But again, it goes back to the upkeep. Shouldn't we be able to keep something like that?
You should be able to do a good job of keeping it, but, it's not upkeep, it's regular maintenance. It's, you could fix a broken light, you could fix a broken door, but if you don't do regular maintenance, a properly maintenance schedule, then you're going to have a problem.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking we got is a problem.
But I think I think the whole stadium and everything going under renovation, because I even said when I saw the announcement that the stadium and renovations beginning next month, I'm like, isn't the Bahama Bowl coming in December? Is it going to be finished within 30 days?
Yeah, and I'm looking at somebody just sent me aerial pictures of the pool. Wow.
But
not a good look.
Not coming to next year, April. The pool will be ready in a few months, in a few weeks.
Yeah, but
how much work you doing so it can take that long?
Pool won't be ready until January. And the warm-up pool even later than that.
Why?
And Carifta is here this year for swimming, because remember, track and field and swimming are different.
Yeah, I was thinking track and field when you first said that. But why? Why is it going to take that long?
And look, I'm getting text. Naughty, it's true. The pool is so green, it looks like a field. And I'm looking back at some of these aerial pictures, and it does look like a field. And Carifta...
Maybe we need to have a conversation with the president. Isn't Arjun Cargo still the president?
I would think so. I think he got voted back in unopposed, if I'm not mistaken.
So maybe we could reach out to him and say we could get him on tomorrow or Monday and have a conversation. I'll see if I can reach him.
Yeah, Carifta's here this year, and kids are unable to practice in a 50-meter pool. Again, Naughty, it seems like the kids are going to have to go to the Azura swim meet in Fort Lauderdale to qualify for Carifta.
You're kidding me.
I guess the government is trying to level the playing field for the rest of the Caribbean. Dominant in is swimming and water polo.
Yes.
We really need to get this right.
I think we need to reach out to Algin and Cargo, and I'll try to find him if possible to see if we can get him on to give us some insight on what's going on.
Correct. I mean, I got a call now. Let's go to the phone lines and see who this is. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads. What's up, my brother?
You hearing them? Because I don't.
I got him. Right.
We're not hearing him on air, Naughty.
1 second, Mr. Producer. Pearly can't hear the caller. But caller, we're talking about swimming. The swimming is going to be here.
I'm hearing nothing with the caller thing, so I can't comment.
They should be practicing now. I'm looking at. I don't think so, Cole. I think we lost that somewhere along the way. Good call, Cole. I appreciate it as always, man. I always appreciate your passion. But like I said, we got to get this better. I knew we working on that right now, Pearly. Pearly couldn't hear the caller, so for the next caller, we got to work on that. But yeah, we got to do some investigation there, Pearly, because this ain't. And you know, swimming is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, I know. You tried to do it one time ago. I know.
I tried to do it. I did it and did it well.
Do you have any Carifta medals?
Buddy, I stopped before Carifta.
Oh, okay.
They started.
At 8?
What'd say?
You stopped at 8 years old?
No, I didn't stop at 8 years old. I stopped at 12.
Okay.
And the year I stopped swimming, that next following year, they had Carifta.
Okay.
And I was deeply hooked on basketball by then. Gone.
From bad to worse. Okay.
Yeah. That's only put me through college.
I know.
Yeah, Dowdy put you through college.
No,
not your jump shot. Not your jump shot.
My brains.
Right. My brain.
Academically.
You got academic. So you're a real scholar.
No, don't go there. I ain't close.
All I saying is, you had an intramural jumper. I had an actual.
I was good at road trips. I don't know about road.
Yeah, yeah. You had an intramural jumper. I had an actual.
Good intramural jumper.
I had a varsity jumper.
That's all right. I got a couple of intramural championships. I'm good.
Me too. But then they stopped letting us play with the intramural teams.
But guess what? People used to think intramural was a pushover.
No, boy. Let me tell you, you had a lot of dudes that were very good high school players that couldn't make it at the college level, but were still very good players. Intramural had a high level of basketball.
Or who just didn't decide to play college sport.
Correct.
I had one 6'10" do it, and I recruited him because we had a team called the Bahama Papas. But we weren't big. We just had Bahama Papas was like a donut team, all these brothers, and one white boy in the middle. Used to call him Big Guy.
Yeah, but I got to the radio station on campus, and they were like, "Yeah, we do intramural. You guys can play, I guess. We don't really have anybody to put a team together. Why don't you go ahead and put a team together?" So I got me and 5 of my teammates and told them they work in this department at the radio. You do this at the radio station. Wait, look here. After one championship, the next year be sure to play. Not a day like it.
No, they didn't let the basketball team play intramural.
The next year when me showed up, they had the dean out there and everything of intramurals, and of course it was like, I don't know what y'all 5 knuckleheads trying to do. I need to turn around and come here. Shut us right now.
They only allowed the bookstore sponsored a tournament at the end of the school year, and each basketball player had one team. Each basketball player had their team, and it was like bragging rights on the basketball team.
Now, Texter, I don't know who you are because I don't see this showing up, but obviously you from my generation. Pearly, I could be straight with you. Naughty was the original Michael Phelps. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do.
Without the medals.
No, Pearly, without the medals, all I got is medals, Pearly. And let me tell you something. I challenge you to find anybody in this country who has won 7 straight High Point trophies. I dare you. Go do it.
Okay, Michael. No problem, Michael.
And they know why they calling me Michael Phelps, because I'm Michael in more ways than one, baby.
That one
I
did
get
not go over my head.
I could hold my breath a long time. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Call us back, man. Call us back. You know, we'll get you on the flip call.
I see Roger Goodell got an extension to 2027 as.
Yeah, because he gone and brown-nosed the hunt so they could get a crew of owners to keep him in, because, you know, Jerry got a crew ready to kick him out.
I know, but he got away from that all.
And just like I told Stat Boy this morning, I told him, I said, listen, by the end of the day, Mecole Hardman is going to be back with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's going to catch a ton of balls the rest of the way, because they got nobody to run them deep patterns like how Mahomes is liking. And sure be it, there you go, Pearly.
How would the Jets do that? Why would the Jets get rid
The
of him?
Chiefs are trading for Mecole Hardman because they benched him. I don't know what Hackett is doing, right? But if you got a guy like Garrett Wilson on one side, who to me is one of the premier young wide receivers in the league,
yes,
you need to free him up where he's going to get a double team, because you don't have another good number two. You use a guy like Mecole Hardman to stretch the defense, keep him honest. You got decent tight ends to work underneath, and then allow Garrett Wilson to do his thing, because he's one of those receivers that after the ball is where he's really dangerous. After the catch. So I'm thinking they didn't use him correctly. Obviously, he's not a fan of Hackett, and Hackett's not a fan of him. And here we have it. Kansas City's got him back. Now you start to look at the rookie, Rashee Rice from SMU, who's a big favorite of Mahomes. Every game, at least 4 to 5 targets. Kelsey's getting a ton of targets. You get Mecole Hardman back for the deep threat. You have 3 main receivers in Kansas City moving forward. Sky Moore will get some work, probably on the underneath stuff, but that's where it's going to be. Mecole Hardman is going to open up that offense for Kansas City. There's a reason why Andy Reid told him, okay, let's go trade back for this kid. And it's a case of I think he left in free agency. They didn't want him to leave. And both of them missed the well when the water ran dry. And this Peaches and Herb now reunited, and it feels so good.
Kansas City needs him.
That's a smart play, man. That is a very smart move by Kansas City. And that's the kind of moves that make them a team that's successful year in and year out. They've identified players who fit their system. They know how to go get them. And they will. Listen, you know, don't tell me, only tell me if it happens, because I've muted a lot of notifications, because I'm getting a lot of annoying Patrick Surtain to Dallas foolishness. It's really starting to bother me. Because you know how I feel about Surtain, right? And that'll kind of be like, you know, have my cake and eat it too. Yeah, end up getting him and Michael, you know? I don't know where that's going to go, but some names are going to be traded at the deadline. Kirk Cousins now is popping up as another name to be traded.
To where?
To the Jets.
Yeah, but the Jets are happy with Zach. That was before.
No, but maybe now Kurt wants out of Minnesota.
And that's also before they have an inclination or a hope that Aaron's going to be back sometime in December.
Oh, please.
No, that's been big talk. He's walking. What he's doing now is tremendous. It is tremendous what he's doing. He's walking and everything now. And people know that's like awesomely awesome.
Well, I don't know. You know, you got to go find out what drugs they got Rodgers on and see if he's not been cloned. Because you remember that time he bust up his knee that time, went in at halftime and came back totally out of it. Looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Stoned out his mind. You remember that interview?
In the psychedelics.
Well, I don't know. Another thing, what he into it, I don't know. What's about going in the ground for a week? And then examining your bowel movements.
In the dark hole for a week.
And examining your bowel movements. I mean, what's really going on with Aaron, though? What he's be thinking? I'm just saying. Somebody going out of their way to do that, something got to be wrong. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. Yeah, very weird. But if we continue in the NFL, Pearly, you know, lots of rumblings at the trade deadline. Well, trade deadline's coming up on the 31st. Okay? So a lot of things are swirling now. A lot of rumors are swirling. People coming up with possible trade packages for certain teams. So we'll see. But there's there are definitely rumors swirling around the NFL, and some big names at that too. Especially, for situations.
There's also been a talk that Gronk wants to come back and he wants to sign with the Dolphins.
Yeah, because Gronk is pulling a Brady right now.
I'll take that. I'll take Gronk in a minute of a heartbeat. I only need him for 3-4 games, the playoffs, 2 games before the season and the playoffs.
Well, here's the latest trade rumors from about 45 minutes ago. Here's some names who could be moved before the deadline. Some names that might. You had Van Jefferson already traded, Randy Gregory already traded, Chase Claypool, A.C. Jackson already traded. Now, quarterback Tyler Huntley is on that list. Frank Clark is now a free agent. I'm hearing he could resign with Kansas City as well, too.
Okay.
So now you have, you got the Commanders have offensive lineman Shadiq Charles, the Eagles defensive lineman Kentavious Street, Giants wide receiver Paris Campbell, Jets safety Ashton Davis, Raiders cornerback David Long, Titans cornerback Christian Fulton, Vikings wide receiver KJ Osborne, all on the block now, as well as Broncos linebacker Jesse Jewell, safety Kareem Jackson from the Broncos as well. Cardinals offensive outside linebacker Xavier Collins is up for grabs. That's a pretty dominant linebacker right there. Cardinals, all their linebackers, as a matter of fact, Dennis Godchek and Mijai Saunders, all up for grabs, as well as Dalvin Cook now on the trading block as well. The Patriots have put cornerback Dante Jackson on the trading block. Okay. So you're looking at some. These Steelers have put Mason Rudolph, and the Texans have put Davis Mills on the trade block as well. I don't think anybody's going to give them anything for neither of them. Now, here's some names fantasy-wise that you should be looking at. Dante Foreman is running for the Bears now because they're injured. But some other teams that need an upgraded running back could be looking to trade for him. He ran for 900 yards last year for the Panthers. For the Panthers.
For the Panthers, yeah.
Michael Carter for the Jets on the block. Rashad Penny from the Eagles on the block. And the Chargers, Isaiah Spillers. All running backs on the block. So teams looking for running back help, those 4 are available. So we'll see. Some moves are going to get done. And guess what? Here's the biggest one that's scaring me, Pearly. All of these names are now on the list. But this one is growing wings and it's spooking me. And I'll save it for last. DeAndre Hopkins from Tennessee on the block. Kendrick Bourne from the Patriots on the block. KJ Osborne from the Vikings, like we said earlier, on the block. Paris Campbell, Sterling Shepard from the Giants on the block. Terrence Marshall from the Panthers on the block. Juju Smith-Schuster from the Patriots on the block. Jets, McCall Hardman just got traded to Kansas City. Cardinals wide receiver Rondell Moore. Bears wide receiver Darnell Mooney. Raiders wide receiver Hunter Renfrow. He's going to have a lot of suitors. The Broncos are blue room. Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy both on the block. Cardinals wide receiver Marquise Brown also on the block. And he's having a great year too. This is the one that scares me. And this is 45 minutes old, so I know there's now traction to this. There were rumors earlier today that the Chiefs are trying to get Devontae Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders. The number 1 wide receiver on the block, Devontae Adams from the Raiders. He is on the block. They are shopping him. Can you imagine if he ends up in Kansas City?
Yeah, but I think if they ready to pull the deal with the Jets for Hardman, they're not going to go after him anymore.
No, I beg to differ.
I don't think so. But if you see them, they're not going to trade for 2 wide receivers. If you see them get Hardman now, they're not going to go after Devontae anymore. That was a rumor 45 minutes or plus earlier today. But since then, the trade was just pulled off a few minutes ago with the Jets.
They might be trying to shake up that whole room, though, Pearly.
That tells me that the deal with Devontae did not come through. That's why they took this next deal.
Oh, that's what you're reading from this.
That's what I'm reading from it, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how that pans out. But that's a lot of names right there, my brother.
Yeah, that's a lot. But that list is normally you don't see a lot of trades happening mid-season in the NFL.
I think that's changing, though. I think the landscape is changing.
Really changed. It is. I'm finding that to be tremendous.
That's not the norm. All right. Well, I'm going to get this over to Mr. Producer right now, Freddie, but we got an update on both Kyler Murray and Jalen Ramsey. Apparently, both of those are making strides to a comeback. Obviously, Murray out there in Arizona, he's been gone for over a year. Jalen Ramsey, you talking about, Mr. Producer, I just sent you that link. Thanks. You talking about Aaron Rodgers. Jalen Ramsey, come on. Injured in training camp or off-season workouts?
Yeah, but that wasn't a ACL. That was
that's a fully torn. No, that's a meniscus, and from somebody who's had a meniscus, bro. That's not easy. If you don't take care of that right away, it could be nagging.
But he's taking care of. He's practicing now. Hopefully, he'll be back early next week.
Well, we got Ian Rappaport lined up from the NFL Network right now, so we'll go to him. Rappaport's going to break it down on Kyler Murray and Jalen Ramsey. Then you and I get back, and we'll do what we do. Get our picks together. And get everybody ready for the the final 10. I don't know if it's going to be Cowherd or if it's going to be Eisen. It might be Cowherd today. He looked like he got some interesting stuff there today. And then we got to talk
about.
Go ahead.
Right now, speaking of injured quarterbacks, because in Arizona, Jonathan Gannon called Murray trending in the right direction. Is he coming back? Do you think this year for the 1-win Cardinals, Ian?
This year, yes. I do think he'll be on the field this year. And I think there's a lot of reasons why. He is getting better. He is improving. I do not think he's close to playing in a game, but he is improving. And, I think for this organization, I think there's going to be some people who are like, why would he play? The season's lost. And I'm like, okay, well, there's decisions that need to be made. And if you're the Arizona Cardinals, let's say you have a season that includes 2 wins. Well, you're probably going to have a top 5 pick. Do you take a quarterback? Do you not? What does Kyler Murray look like in your offense? What does he like to work with? Is he your future? It's almost like the world has decided that Kyler Murray isn't good enough, but he's very good. He really is very good. And so if you're the Cardinals and you're going to say goodbye to a guy as talented as Kyler Murray, you better be sure. You really better be sure, regardless of what draft pick you have. So that to me is they got to get in their offense and their schemes, all of that. So I do believe he will play this year. Yes, and I do think his time is coming.
When you said that you don't think it's anytime soon, do you think his practice window will open or anything like that? Or there's no such thing because he's on an injured reserve status? How does this work?
No, so his practice window will open, I would say, probably relatively soon.
Okay.
But then it's going to be a slow process anyway. I mean, remember, he got injured in December. So it's about 10 months. Mm-hmm. And that was a pretty serious injury. So they're going to for sure take their time. So practice window opening probably soon. Actual playing, I do not think will be soon.
And I spent some time opening the show, Ian, about Jalen Ramsey's practice window opening. What a big, a big potential watershed moment in this season to add him to the defense with an offense on tilt like that. Do you think I'm going to be calling his name in Germany? Chiefs and Dolphins. That's week 9. What do you got for me on that? What do you think? Your best guess.
9. So you're talking 2 weeks from now. This is week 7, right?
Yep. I'm talking 3 games from now for them.
A pretty good chance he's playing in that yet. And if he's playing, my guess is you're going to be calling his name. One of the most, impressive, disruptive defenders in the NFL, and one of the best players regardless of position. This is a really nice recovery. Kind of heard whispers that he was doing really well, and I think if you watched the 4 games for the Dolphins, you'd see him running. You'd be like, what? How's that happen? But, this is kind of where it was trending. I think it's a really good win for him. Him having that surgery, which, I'm not sure everybody would have done, was definitely right by him. Having the repair instead of the trim took him off the field, but going to make him stronger long term. And, he's only 28. So this is a guy I know that figures big in the Dolphins' future. And I do think he'll be on the field sooner rather than later.
Catch the Rich Eisen.
All right, we're back at you. Pearly, how close are you hearing Jalen Ramsey to return? He was at practice today.
I'm telling you, I'm hearing early as next week. It could be as early as the Berlin trip or right after that. We got Philly. Sorry. Pretty early as the Patriots game or next the Berlin trip. We got the Eagles this week. We got the Patriots, and then we go to Berlin to play the Chiefs. He could be ready for the Chiefs game. Hopefully, the Patriots game, and it won't be him 100%. I mean, when I said he'd be on a pitch clock.
Yeah, he'll be on a play count for sure.
Yeah,
a very strict play count. Turn him loose completely.
No.
Yet later on. But very interesting to see what Kyler Murray does out there in Arizona too, because I hear that kind of soured on Kyler. So
I don't know why. I don't know why. That's probably internal because I don't know why.
All right. Well, we got to get to our picks in a second, Purdy, and then we'll get to the break, and then obviously Colin Cowherd taking us home with the final 10. But I wanted to talk to you about this, and I want to get your opinion because Michael Cooper has already made his opinion. Have you seen the video of LeBron having the cheese fries at the end of the Lakers bench?
No, I didn't see that. I heard something. Somebody said to me look at it, but I haven't had a chance to look at it
All
yet.
right. Well, apparently in a preseason game, obviously which LeBron isn't playing in, he comes and walks into the end of the bench like he's normed to do in the third quarter with cheese fries, and his drink, and he's sitting down eating his cheese fries and his drink. Not looking at the court, not looking at the bench, not engaged from the bench with his teammates eating, you know what I mean? Just very aloof at the end of the bench, head down, eating his cheese. Now, if I want your opinion on it, we heard Michael Cooper's opinion on it. Michael Cooper's of the opinion, he's old school. Respect the game. You got buffet in the locker room. You got the locker room. You got the tunnel. You could do that there. You don't have to be on the sideline, on the bench, eating. And it's kind of a no-no. Even in the NFL, like Keyshawn Johnson addressed it today, he said, I've done it before, but I had a towel. You know what I mean? And I put the towel around my head, or I put it over my head while say you should go take the hot dogs that they used to put down there for the referees.
Okay.
So I get players eat on the sideline. My whole point is, if you're in the preseason, you're trying to get better, you're trying to look at the team, and this is a team that you're going to have to gel with after the fact because you're not playing in the preseason due to age and load management, wouldn't it be better to get you more involved so those younger players could see that you're actually trying to help them with their game? Because it comes off so prima donna. Like I'm just going through the motions.
What I did here is I heard that he's been this is the most he's been involved during spring training, taking that situation, the cheese fries, out of the way.
Well, I didn't hear any of those reports, so you're enlightening me to that. And that's fair, if that is the case. But still, again, if he was getting involved with his teammates, he would have offered some of them the cheese fries.
I understand your point.
And we could have seen that the team better than the chemistry there.
What I ain't gonna let do is because I know you have a proverbial thing for him. So you're not gonna even be objective in your thinking about him.
But I've never
never seen anybody do it. No, but that don't mean it's never been done.
But I'm asking you, is it disrespecting the game? Like Michael Cooper said.
If it was a regular season game, yes, I'd have been pissed. Preseason game, he's not involved in it. He's not playing it. He's at the end of the bench. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I frown on it, but I don't take it as a deal-breaking major thing. Because, like I said, what I've been seeing from the Lakers, been reading about the Lakers and hearing about the Lakers podcast, is that this is the most he's been involved in since he's been almost in the last 15 years, and particularly since he's been in the Lakers, within preseason, working with the younger players, almost like an on-court coach and doing stuff during practice, pulling on the side and working with other fellas and players.
And he ain't trying to coach again, right?
No, not coach, but come on, give the man credit where credit due. He's the top 5 great players in the NBA, and you can argue that if you want. But he does have some knowledge he can pass on to the younger kids, and that's all he's doing.
I'm only asking when you said coaching. We've seen him in previous endeavors try to coach, and it didn't work out too well. That's all I'm saying.
Almost like an on-court coach.
Okay. But we'll see how it pans out.
But, he's been working with, excuse me, one of the big guys working on post-move stuff.
Man, listen here. You see, it could have been worse. He got out a whole box of pizza and some fritters.
Hey, and crack on.
Regardless. Anyway.
Now, if he had come solid, I'd have been pissed.
Let's get into the picks, man. We got a game tonight in the WNBA. No, I was just hoping the cheese fries would have just fallen and mess up that little mustard outfit what he had on. But anyway, I digress. Got the Liberty tonight, 6-point favorites at home against the Aces. And the over is 169.
They're a bigger favorite because there's two starters out, plus Candace Iying coming back. So I'm looking for Game 5. I'm looking for Game 5.
All right, let's check college football. Then we got to get to the break for the final 10. You got Florida International at Sam Houston State tonight. Sam Houston is a 5-point underdog, even though they have a horrible record. Too many injuries with Florida State. I'm going to roll with Sam Houston at home in this one. No, you know what? I'm going to take Florida International, not Florida State. Florida International. I'm going to take Florida International with the 5 points.
I'm going to go with Sam Houston State tonight. They're home.
New Mexico -3 against UTEP.
I'm going to go with the home people again on this one, too.
Take UTEP plus the 3. All right, I'll go with New Mexico minus the 3, but I like the over in any case of 47.
I like the over in any case of 47 as well, yeah.
I like James Madison over Marshall on the road. They play well on the road, and they put up points. The over 49, I ain't going to touch it, though, because I don't know what Marshall is going to give you. So I like Florida International plus 5 over the 41. I like New Mexico minus 3. You like UTEP plus 3. We both like it over the 47.5. And I like James Madison on the road to win by 3.5. Put all them on the parlay with the Island Game. Bet it, set it, and forget it, and you are good to go. Just log on to theislandgame.com. Check out the sportsbook. Check out all the ways to play, all the ways to win, and always play responsibly. Appreciate you, Pearly. We got to get to the break. Flip side of the break, Colin Cowherd taking us home, man. And guess who we talking about? LeBron eating them fries on the sideline. Let's get his take on it. You don't have to take my word for it. Let's hear what Cowherd got to say. And we'll see you tomorrow, but it's you tomorrow, all you tomorrow. Let them know it's coming down the pike. Double dose of Pearly tomorrow.
All right, all day, all night, Pearly.
In your belly.
All right.
Or at least in your air fryer. We going. Let's see you tomorrow.
All right.
Ready to experience a classic Dunkin' Donut as the ultimate coffee delight? The new Dunkin' Boston Cream Latte is the perfect balance of sweetness and indulgence. Savor freshly brewed bold espresso, creamy milk, rich dark chocolate and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream and drizzled with chocolate. Available hot or iced. The Dunkin' Boston Cream Latte has the taste sensation to make your heart sing. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Too many debt bills? Overdue on loan payments? Improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Shrink your debt payments with a debt consolidation loan and built-in savings that pays you 5% interest. 764.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. Need to feed more than one? KFC's Great Picks has got you covered. Packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Wherever you are in the world, Cleveland Clinic's world-class care is here for you. From Ohio to Florida to London, Cleveland Clinic treats thousands of patients every year. Ranked number 2 in the world by Newsweek, you can trust our caregivers to enhance your experience across each step of your treatment journey. For every care in the world, learn more at clevelandclinic.org.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family. Together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service, your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online, www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your feet.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
Craving a sandwich that hits all the right spots? Look no further. Introducing Dunkin's newest star, the oven-toasted turkey sandwiches. Made with love and served on toasted sourdough bread, these classics are reinvented with a twist. Sink your teeth into layers of delicious deli turkey, bright cheddar. Plus, we've added the perfect kick with smoky bacon and your choice of creamy avocado spread or zesty chipotle sauce. Dunkin's got your sandwich cravings covered all day, every day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
In the first half, and then in the second half, he kind of showered and came out to the bench. And he was pulling a Mark Sanchez, although Mark Sanchez, when he was with the Jets, ate a hot dog while fully dressed. So LeBron is getting static now from people. And Michael Cooper, the Lakers legend, I love Michael Cooper back in the day. He took issue with LeBron eating on the bench of a preseason game.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I didn't either, bro.
Again, he's LeBron James, but still, you gotta have respect for the game, man. You sit over there. I don't mind the guy eating, but go ahead, eat in the locker room, and then when you come out, and be part of the team. Just sit on the end of the bench eating.
Yeah, I didn't love it either.
What?
It's preseason, so I didn't care. Okay. You're asking me if I loved it. I'm not outraged by it.
Okay.
I didn't love it, but I don't think I didn't do it as a topic.
It's a nothing burger.
It's a nothing burger. I didn't love it. I didn't love Shedeur Sanders going up to the crowd at Arizona State.
Look at my watch.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but I didn't make it a topic.
Well,
it wasn't outraged.
That's like flexing. That's kind of a... I can't
what
say
kids
that word.
do.
It's he's eating at halftime. Who cares?
Again, that's why I never made it a topic. It's not a big deal. But I can get an older player saying, don't love it. I mean, Mark Sanchez got crap for having a bite of a hot dog once.
Sometimes you're hungry. You're a professional athlete. Who cares?
For the record, these guys in the NFL at least do eat at halftime. They'll have power bars and stuff like that. So I don't know. This didn't rise to a segment, but when I saw it, I thought, my first take was, there's a bunch of old-timers not going to like that.
Basically, if you don't like LeBron, this is ammo. Go ahead. Go fire. Go crazy. Go off, as they say. I
was at an event last night. I'm not going to get into particulars, but it is amazing when you live in Los Angeles, half the Laker fans are not LeBron fans. It's really interesting to just hear somebody made a comment about LeBron that was positive. And all the people I were around were like, ugh.
You are looking a little bleary-eyed today. Was it a late night?
No, I was in bed by 8:40. I was home by 8:10.
You left when they started besmirching LeBron's name, right?
No, but it's interesting. Everybody in town loved Kobe, loved Gasol, loved Shaq, loved Magic, loved Jerry West. But we have such a mobile basketball world society now that it's interesting when I'm around other people that are Laker fans. It's over 50 not fans. And I don't know if it's the mobility, it's his politics, But it's really in most places in America, if you led a team to a title and you're the best player, you're beloved. I always find it fascinating that LeBron is not by Laker fans. Now under 30, hero worship, absolutely. But man, you get around my age group, and I like LeBron, but I'm sitting there in an event. His name is mentioned positively, and everybody groaned. Like everybody. I was like, you guys, he won your title.
Yeah.
The best player on your team.
I'm of the belief, if you are around people and they start just bashing LeBron James, a guy who's never run afoul of the law, builds schools in Ohio for kids, it says more about you than it does about LeBron. Like, you're the one with the problem if you got an issue with LeBron, honestly. He is not a bad human being. Yet, he didn't show up in the finals against the Mavericks a decade ago.
Well,
okay, he had a terrible series. Something was going on. Still unexplained.
He called, didn't he call like one of the conservatives a bum? That probably rubbed people the wrong way.
That doesn't make him a bad person.
Not that I disagreed with him.
Yeah, you might agree with him. Who knows? But again, I just think when you hear these people on radio, TV, social media bashing LeBron, just consider the source. Like, why are they just blasting LeBron James? There's got to be a reason.
I think
them.
some of it is politics. I feel like that.
Okay. I mean, again, do I care about the politics of everybody at Apple? I'm on my Apple phone, a lot of the day.
No, that's a good point.
The jeans I wear, do I not wear jeans if they were made in a certain country? Like, the lack of consistency from these clowns is just annoying. Like, I can't deal with a lot of it.
I saw Bud Light last night. I don't drink Bud Light.
Hard pass, right?
If I was thirsty, I would have had a sip. Does that make me awoke?
Yeah. Oh no! You said the W word. Oh my gosh! It's just like
if I wanted a beer, I would have had it. I didn't even think about it.
How about this? Let's not be outraged over someone eating on a bench during a sporting event.
No, it's a good.
Less outrage? Could we just dial it down in the first half, and then in the second half he kind of showered and came out to the bench, and he was pulling a Mark Sanchez. Although Mark Sanchez, when he was with the Jets, ate a hot dog while fully dressed. So LeBron is getting static now from people. And Michael Cooper, the Lakers legend, I love Michael Cooper back in the day. He took issue with LeBron eating on the bench of a preseason game.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I didn't either, bro.
Again, he's LeBron James, but still, you gotta have respect for the game, man.